1. Theo Silverton, a villain under pressure. Theo Silverton's carefully constructed facade is beginning to crack, and for the first time, he is no longer in control of the narrative. Once able to manipulate those around him with ease, Theo now finds himself cornered as suspicions solidify into near certainty. What makes this turning point particularly compelling is not just the exposure of his behavior, but the psychological shift it triggers in him. Rather than confronting the truth or showing remorse, Theo resorts to a classic tactic of coercive control, escape and isolation. His sudden plan to relocate to Belfast under the guise of a fresh start is less about opportunity and more about regaining dominance over Todd. This move reflects a deeper pattern often seen in abusive dynamics. When control is threatened, the abuser attempts to remove their victim from supportive networks. Theo's desperation is evident. The more people begin to see through him, the more erratic and calculated his decisions become. His denial in front of Gary only reinforces how fragile his position truly is. 2. Todd Grimshaw, trapped between fear and denial. Todd Grimshaw's storyline continues to be one of the most emotionally complex threads in the narrative. His defensive reaction during the confrontation highlights a painful reality. Victims of coercive control often become their abuser's strongest defenders. Todd's insistence that he can explain everything is not simply loyalty, it is survival. His anger toward his friends masks a deeper fear of losing stability, even if that stability is rooted in harm. The most revealing moment comes when he unknowingly exposes the truth himself by denying being a battered husband, despite no one mentioning physical violence. This slip underscores the psychological depth of the abuse he is enduring. His hesitation when agreeing to Theo's Belfast plan is equally telling. It suggests an internal conflict. Part of him recognizes the danger, yet another part remains emotionally bound to Theo. This tension creates a powerful question moving forward. Will Todd find the strength to break free, or will he follow Theo into further isolation? 3. Gary Windend, the threat that changes everything. Gary Windend emerges as a crucial catalyst in this storyline, representing both intuition and potential retribution. Unlike others who approach the situation with concern, Gary brings a more confrontational energy, one that Theo cannot easily manipulate. Gary's suspicions are confirmed not through direct evidence, but through subtle observation. Todd's trembling hands, his forced smile, and the tense atmosphere inside the flat. These details highlight Gary's perceptiveness and make his warning all the more chilling. His statement, "I'm onto you, Theo. We all are," carries significant weight. It signals a shift in power. Theo is no longer operating in secrecy. Moreover, Gary's implication that he is capable of violence introduces a dangerous edge to the narrative. While his intentions may be to protect Todd, his methods could escalate the situation dramatically. Gary's involvement raises the stakes. Justice may not come through official channels, but through personal intervention, and that could have unpredictable consequences. 4. The Belfast escape plan, freedom or further entrapment. Theo's proposal to move to Belfast serves as the central dilemma of the storyline. On the surface, it offers the promise of a new beginning. In reality, it represents a calculated attempt to isolate Todd from those who are beginning to uncover the truth. The urgency of the plan, wanting to leave within 2 weeks, suggests panic rather than optimism. Theo understands that time is no longer on his side, and relocation is his last viable strategy to maintain control. For Todd, this decision becomes a defining moment. Accepting the move could mean deeper entrapment, cutting him off from the very people trying to help him. Refusing it, however, would require confronting both Theo and the reality of his situation, something he has so far struggled to do. 5. Conclusion. A tipping point approaches. This storyline is now approaching a critical turning point. Theo's control is slipping, Gary's suspicions are intensifying, and Todd is caught in an emotional battle between fear and awakening. The central question remains, will Theo succeed in escaping accountability, or has the truth spread too far to be contained? More importantly, will Todd choose safety over familiarity? As tensions rise, one thing is certain, the illusion is breaking, and the consequences will be unavoidable.